What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We've got a Riven Victor deck for you today. I don't know who's we. I always say we because normally I'm on the podcast, but I have a Riven Victor deck for you guys today. Also, today is day one of, I think, about 30 days that I'm going to be making videos in a row. I'm doing a challenge to try to get used to just making them. I have like a weird phobia about it. Something about just clicking record and talking into the ether for some reason gives me a lot of anxiety. I don't know why, but I can live stream or record a podcast, no problem. So somewhat to get over that, I'm forcing myself to do this challenge where I have to post a video every single day until seasonals, which is about a month away, I think. And if I don't, on my stream, I have to go into my main account and concede 3 games in a row, giving away all of my hard-earned LP, which I do not want to do. So this is the challenge I've put out to the world and to myself. And today is day number 1 of about 30. All right, so jumping back to the deck, this is Riven Victor. You've probably seen it on the ladder. It's pretty popular right now, mostly because there's a really good mono Shurima matchup, which is probably the best deck in the format right now. Deck is really good. Watch for a video on that coming. People are building it and playing it a little bit wrong, and I think that's why it's not doesn't have as high of a win rate as it probably should. Also, the format has warped around it, where basically if you're not playing a deck that's good into it, you better beat basically everything else because you're going to see a decent amount of it. So, some tips for playing this deck that I think people don't really understand or maybe know, and that really helped me have a really good win percentage with it. At the beginning of the season, I went from 0 LP to like 600 and 650 somewhere in there LP on the front page in like 3 days. That's an insane amount of winning. I was winning like 10 games, 11 games, then losing 1 and then winning 10 again. That's probably not going to happen now. People have wisened up to the deck. They know how to play against it. The format's changed a little bit so that a lot of the decks that it's really good into aren't as popular. However, the deck still has a really high win percentage, and it's very fast, very powerful. And the meta also kind of does this thing where it goes in circles. Mono Shurima is really popular, and it's played by like 20%, 25% of the field, something crazy. And then decks like this one pop up, and they start farming it, basically. And some people stop playing Mono Shurima, and they start playing stuff that will beat this deck. Things like maybe Aphelios or Darkness or not great matchups. But both of those decks get absolutely rolled by Mono Shurima. So Mono Shurima goes down, those other control lists start to come up, and even this deck starts to go down, and then all of a sudden Mono Shurima comes back up, and then this deck comes back up again, and then the Darkness and control decks come back, and it kind of goes in a loop. Right now, though, it's pretty open. Everyone's kind of just playing everything. So I think playing something linear like this deck makes a lot of sense. You're just trying to make your big giant guy and give it elusive with an ambush and maybe attack them twice with the Reckoner, give it overwhelm with some of the Riven blades and just hit them for a ton of damage. It's pretty absurd. Just an ambush giving a Ruined Reckoner +2/+0 and elusive. I was like, can't block. That's not what it is. Elusive, that's 12 damage if you hit them twice with it. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Oh, also want to really quickly note, there's a lot of lists out there that are not playing Decimate, and people seem to be like really anti-Decimate. I have no idea what this is about. This card is fantastic. It's a staple in burn decks, which, I mean, if you want to say this is a burn deck, I mean, it's got 3 Mystic Shot, 3 Get Excited, 3 Decimates, some Ballistic Bots, and a bunch of ways to push damage super fast. So yeah, no, this is a burn deck with like a little combo-y kind of hit you for a bunch of damage action going on. But let's be real, this is an aggressive burn deck, and Decimate has been fantastic of them for forever. Still fantastic. It's really good with Station Archivist. So I don't really know what's with people saying that. Play your Decimates, kill your opponents. It's fantastic. I can't tell you how many times I've hit my opponent down to like 8 or 10 and then just burned them out. Just started chump blocking and throwing burn at their face. Station Archivist is fantastic in this deck for that reason. You can go get more Decimates or Get Excited, or you can go get some ambushes to push through a bunch of damage. But the real game plan here is get some Blade Squires and some Rune Weavers and a Riven. Make the Blade of Exile which you don't even need a Riven to do. If you've never played a Riven deck before, you just need to cast all 3 of the different blades that it gives you, and you get the Blade of Exile, which is +2/+0, Overwhelm, and Quick Attack granted to a unit. Absolutely fantastic. And then we have our augment units like the Android, Victor, Ballistic Bot. So when we're playing all of these blades and the Ignition, it just pumps them all up to be gigantic. I've also seen versions that are running the 3/1 Fearsome for 2 mana that when you discard it, it becomes a 4/2. I forgot the name. The card's fine. And, you know, it feels so good when you go turn 1 Urchin, turn 2 that, but it's really not the end-all be-all. I really like Urchin in this deck because it's aggressive and you can use it for, like, hand smoothing, because your deck is a very, like, combo-y, as I touched on before. You do want to get your Riven and Victor going. You do want to find an ambush eventually, maybe with a Ruined Reckoner. And sometimes you do want to just dig for burn at the end of the game. Your opponent's at 3, and you just want to find a Get Excited or a Decimate to just finish them off, or an ambush, or whatever the card may be that you need. So it pushes damage early, it smooths out your hand, it digs for what you need later, it jumps in the way and trades with something. I think it's fine. I'm happy to play 3 of them. But there's always kind of something that you don't want, and that it's not really that big of a deal discarding extra cards, as you tend to either kill them by a country mile or just lose. So just having your whole deck function properly, I think, is great. So I'm a big fan of this list. I really like it. Let's jump into some games. Up against Scouts. Man, Scouts fell off the map for a while, but it's back with a vengeance now. This hand does not suck. So we're going to be able to make the Blade of Exile really quickly here. Going 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. One thing to note, if you attack and then you play a Riven, you do not get the Blade. You have to have the attack token. I made that mistake early on playing the deck. I would get attack in, play Riven, and then not get the Blade and be like, oops. Mystic Shot is the only question mark here. They are playing an aggro deck. It is good against aggressive decks. It's not killing the things we really want. It's not killing Misfortune. So I think we'll kick it back. Wouldn't hate seeing a Victor. A Get Excited even will be a lot better. There you go. At least now we can actually kill a Misfortune if we so choose. And I mean, let's be real, we probably choose. Card's good. Have you played Scouts with Misfortune? Not quite the same as having Misfortune.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Oh wow, nice roll. Okay. I think we just Runeweaver trade off. One other the music in this
I've got this.
I just bought this pack with the with all the infernal stuff. I was like, why is that music so aggressive? What is happening? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We're happy to trade these off. One thing about this Blade Squire is sometimes you'll be like, oh yeah, I have a blade. I'm good here. But if the Blade Squire doesn't die, like if you attack and they just take it and then they don't attack you, you just all of a sudden can't level your Riven. Like that can happen. So in general, pretty happy to just trade off our Blade Squire. Okay, so now we have to think of what they can do on their turn. Misfortune, Petricite, Broadwing are kind of the scary things. So I think we just drop a Riven. We guarantee ourselves the blades. She's just really big too. Like we don't even really care. We don't really care if she dies. So I was a little afraid of this. If they had like a Fleet Feather Tracker, this is only technically the second one because they searched one up. And then if they go Misfortune, they'd be able to pick off our bot. So that's kind of why I like having the Riven here, which for the same reason, I think we're just going to pass. Okay. Because if we attack, they can block with the Warden and then attack with a Fleet Feather Tracker, even if they don't have a Misfortune. Though, that is a lot less damage that's getting pushed at us. But I think keeping our Riven alive is probably worth taking a little bit of extra damage here. If they do slam a Misfortune, we'll go for the Get Excited and hope they don't. Oh, they have 2 mana now, so they have a lot of protection spells. Dropping our 1-drops doesn't do much of anything. We could wait and see if they pump, if they pull with a tracker. Because for 2 mana, they have Sharp Sight, or they have the, I forget what it's called, Ranger's Resolve. That will both protect their misfortune.
There's still much to answer
But if they
for.
don't have it, it's such a beating for us. Could probably just get rid of this Blade Squire. Maybe we'll just ditch the Urchin. It's close. This is tough. The game kind of revolves around like right here if they have it or not. All right, of course they have it.
For the tribe! Guns blazing.
So we're gonna eat a bunch of damage here. 9 in the face. Okay, so now we get to do some math. We can focus speed all 3 of these blades, leveling up our Riven so that if they have a Get Excited, if they have another Misfortune, Make It Rain, they won't kill our Riven. But we really want to get like a bot into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With 6 mana next turn. So we can go bot, 3 blades, plus the extra blade that's being made. If we don't play out a Blade Squire this turn, I think that's probably where we want to be at. On the plus side, they do only have 2 cards. Wow, Mystic Shot was a big draw there. So I don't know if we're supposed to just Mystic Shot. And level up our Riven right now. That might have been the play. Just passing. Interesting. This music is so menacing. Okay, so maybe we don't level her all the way? What do they have here? They got an Aegis? If they did have an Aegis, though, I feel like they would just cast it. All right.
System upgrade. Prime and ready.
I won't
This doesn't
look back.
feel correct. I feel like we're worn out by something now, but even a Bright Steel Protector would be really annoying. I don't know why they want to just slam that. So we could just do a Fragment and get in for some damage. We could also just play out a Blade Squire and block. All right, you know what? We're just gonna go.
System upgrade.
It's gonna be 15 damage.
For the lost.
Quite a bit of damage to be pushing on turn 5. Wow, look at this. They go to 4.
I gotta show you the sights of Bilgewater.
The sights
Yeah.
are fine. The smells, on the other hand.
Quinn makes sense.
Can you improve perfection?
So a Get Excited off the top here would have been lethal.
To get here.
Are we dead if they just open? They can pull 2 things, so yeah, we would be dead. Oh, they can pull 2 things. Yikes. Okay, if we play a blocker, they go pull, we block here. This is 8, 9 exactly. But then we could Mystic Shot. Oh, I kind of like that. If they Scout Attack, though, we might be in trouble. But I kind of like digging for a Decimate also. We can go here. Come on, Decimate, where you at?
Scouting ahead.
Okay, so I think we Mystic Shot Misfortune right now. And I think we block... So. Okay, that's going to die. That's good. So this is what the board looks like after this. If we don't block. We go to 5. You can pull our bot, but it won't die now. Okay. I like this. Because the blade on our Neandroid is lethal if they don't have a second sharp sight.
You'll pay.
The sunbrock got me good.
Ambush also pretty lethal.
Nothing stands in our way.
Okay, so we block here. Can we go to 1? There's nothing wrong with going to 1 against scouts, right? They don't have any reach other than a Misfortune champ spell. Okay. I think we're gonna take this one at 1. Oh, one problem though is we don't have a way to proc the ambush. I just realized, but it's okay. Decimate off the top. Decimate off the top. Okay, well, there's a way to proc an ambush. Okay, so now the question is, what's the best way to try and kill them? So a rally makes sense for them to have. We also only have 7 mana. So I think we go Neandroid. And then we go Reckoner, and then we have 2 lethal units. Okay, looks like they're gonna rally. Oh, nope. That is fine.
Time to shine, Valor.
We are totally fine with that. Reckoner.
I serve a nobler cause.
Oh, it shows we don't have enough mana to cast both of these. It's okay, though. Or is it? Maybe it's not, actually. Yeah, it looks like we don't quite have lethal. Okay. Now they're dead. Let's go! Man, this music is so intense. Got him! Alright, next game. Ooh. Ezreal Caitlyn, the new tribe meme. So... what do we want here? We want to burn. We want to burn them. Ballistic bot's fantastic. Get excited. This is burn, but we want incremental burn. I think we want Victor also and Riven. Just like big, kind of tough to deal with champs are good. Bot's fantastic though. Bot's really good. I think this is acceptable. Because they have no healing and they're a little bit slow. We just want to do incremental, like incremental pressure. So ballistic bot's great. It just keeps spitting out damage at them. Our champs are great. They're hard to deal with.
Not by a long shot.
So this is interesting. Caitlyn's really good. Caitlyn's one of the ways that they kind of can keep up with us.
Heart and blade, both broken.
I was seeing if maybe they just didn't have a burn spell and they would be afraid of attacking their 33 into our 34. By the way, if you're ever playing this deck, you just always make this attack.
Now we wait.
But some people don't know that. All right, start picking at them with a bot. Thermo for 3, yep. We maybe should just get excited the Caitlyn. It's possible. It's really good. It's really, really good. I'm in a bit of an awkward spot.
The time of machines is now.
Not if I have anything to do with it. Stop right there.
My cat wants to play. Bye, kitty. Whenever I'm recording stuff or talking into the camera, she like has to try to get up in here. Also, there's a beagle. He's sleeping. Okay. Let's see what we get. What do we want here? Elusive? Elusive, dope. Let's go. All right. Well, I guess we're just passing.
One step ahead.
So it's already, we can already start counting up some burn. We've, well, I guess maybe it's a little bit early. 7 points of burn. I kind of want to block, let them use some removal and then kill Caitlyn.
No looking back.
Or just let Riven die and just play out another Riven. Seems less good. So how do we just take it?
There's still much to answer for.
Yeah, you know what? I think we can get Caitlyn out of here. Real question is what do we get rid of? I think we can get rid of this blade, actually. Or a Mystic Shot. 2 Mystic Shots that are, like, not particularly good. I hate getting rid of some burn, though, because it's so good against them. This isn't even that exciting. Since they just have, like, more burn and stuff. But, I mean, this is actually pretty good. We're pretty happy with this. We'd rather see this than, I don't know, like a Flock or something. Okay, Elusive. Overwhelm? Okay, Overwhelm's not bad. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay, now we need like a Spell Shield. FYI, if you don't have the same Victor in play when you cast this, you cannot cast it. So, getting the procs from it are pretty good. Okay, so the question is, do we go Riven? We just go Victor again.
Flesh is a weakness we must shed.
Huh! That's a beating.
Progress.
It's just a 5-2. See? So it just gets stuck in our hand. Sag. There's no reason not to Mystic Shot right now. We burn a mana. I don't really care about burning this 1 mana right here. I'd rather them just attack with just these units because we have this Mystic Shot, so like we're just taking 3. Whereas if we killed this first, there's a good chance they would develop and attack us, which we just don't want. Alright, here, hold an axe. Okay, so we can push a ridiculous amount of damage. Haha, nice! And we missed the Flash Bomb.
The past is a burden we must.
Even if they kill our Riven, we can hit for 16 with this Ruined Reckoner. How insane is that?
Nothing's more exciting than an unsolved mystery.
Absolutely absurd. So they don't have a lot of really good ways to just deal with this Riven. I think we're just going to get in right now. For 7. They have a lot of good ways to deal with it at quick speed. Hit it for 4. It's unfortunate. What is this? I take all damage for my supported ally this round. Okay. Man, we're so close to making the blade. So if we play this, we can make the big blade. It would just be a 5-1. 12.
To serve the greater good.
Ezreal.
What they're up against.
That's not good.
Time for a true display of skill.
That's really bad. Are we just dead? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11? Yeah, we're pretty dead. Maybe we should have been more aggressive there.
Watch and learn.
I guess we're sucking up 3 damage no matter what.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Had we gone for it last turn, maybe. Maybe we just get there. And that should do it.
The same calling card from our other.
They have one spell they can cast. So this puts us to 1.
Firing.
It's a flock. It's the flock again. So it might just be flock on top. Huh. Well, I guess we YOLO. Let's make sure we can actually deal them 7. During Poro, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think we just go here.
This will pay for what they did to us.
Baron. Oh, they have enough mana too. Oh, that's so sad. Could we have done it? Let's see. 3. No, we're like still kind of short. Maybe our opponent will just like forget that yeah, we actually couldn't kill them through this Baron, even if they couldn't cast these decimates. That's rough. Okay. Alright. Well, so that was close. Really close. Really close. Next game. Here's the matchup that we wanted. Good old Mono Shurima. This deck is so good though. It is insane. This matchup is not just a cakewalk. Okay, I can get my Mono Shurima brain back on. What do we want? Victor definitely doesn't suck. Ambush definitely doesn't suck. Runeweaver, the Android, Bot would be nice. So the problem is that we want these cards, but in what order? So I think we throw the cat back. I think we throw an ambush back. I think we take a Runeweaver and a Victor. We do want to have some semblance of a curve because they can just randomly beat you down with guys. So you can't be too slow. Let's get excited. They're a little rough. Don't love to see them. Looks like we will get. Let's see if we Runeweaver on 2. Riven Victor. Eventually we'll get a Blade. Problem is they have Rite of Arcanes and Quicksands.
I write the rules of
If we could just get in for 3 here, that'd be nice. Yeah, alright, we'll take it. We'll take it.
zero
Chip
death.
damage is so important. Getting us a little bit of damage makes such a huge difference. We have 8 points of burn in hand. We need to hit them for 9, basically. Ooh, Runeweaver.
Words of power linger in
Maybe we should just play it out. Maybe we should have just played out Riven.
Approach, savage.
A lot of times you don't want to kill this Endless Devout,
It is written.
but because we kind of just walk right into a Rite of Arcane now.
Join the hunters, they said.
I'm hoping they'll use some of their mana here so we can just get our Rivet down. Another Endless Devout, okay.
To serve the greater good.
So now we have the Riven.
out lives.
Quick attack. Do we get in with both? We do this. I kind of like that. Now we're guaranteed to push at least 3 damage. We get another blade. So now I'll probably see some Rite of Arcanes. So they Rite of Arcane. Oh, no Rite of Arcane. Okay. So now we want to set up for like a big open. Which we can't. We could play our last blade. And then get the blade to the exile. And open on them. One quicksand just kind of shuts that down. So I think instead we go Victor.
Time of machines is now.
And then let's see what we get. We're gonna be close to leveling Victor. Huh. Oh yeah, so this is gonna ping something for 1. So I guess we don't want to put a Poro out right now when the sarcophagus is about to go off. I wonder which one it pings though. I guess it pings Riven, which is kind of annoying. But I don't want to just waste a mana using a blade right now. Yeah, so now even if we level her up, doesn't really matter.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna give her Overwhelm. Victor's on 4 of 7.
Shattered hearts
His
meant
ability will go to 5. We'll be able to level him also. I just have to hope that they can't kill both of our champs. Double right would be real crappy. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. We do have another Victor.
Power, mine to control.
Quite possible I'm just playing around quicksand too much here, and I should just be throwing stuff at their face.
Join the glorious evolution.
This music, so intense. So they do have double right. Okay. They tapped out a quicksand though. So, not gonna lie though, that's pretty annoying. So we can go 1 here. One more in here. So if they block here, it's 6 damage, and they go to 8. And we technically have 8 points of burn. So. There's yours on the left. Oh, wow. Decimate. You beauty. I mean, we're at 20. We don't really care about any of this. We just get 1 Mystic Shot in right now. Okay, there's this year. So we'll put them to... Where are they at now? 6? We'll put them to 2. And then they'll have to counter... They'll have to have 2 rights. Which is pretty hard to do. Making sure that we don't die. That would also suck. Because these guys do a lot of damage. So we might have to play a Poro out to block. Let's see. A full attack. Block here. This is looking lethal, actually. Oh, but if we play out a blocker, it gets blown up by Xerath. So I think we have to get excited, a Devout, and then Decimate, get excited on our turn, and hope they don't have a right. Okay. They also might make a mistake and not like full swing here. Nope. No mistakes were made. Okay, so we block there. We don't want to go to 2. What do we get excited? Maybe this Poro. Yeah, probably one of these fragments, I think. Was this the 7? I think we just have to put both on the stack at the beginning of next turn, because if they can kill a landmark, we just die. So we're just all in. I think maybe they don't have as much stuff to sacrifice landmarks. Like Rite of the Arcane, you need a target. It says, oh wait, it says deal 4 to a unit, so you can deal it to your own unit. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not tapping out. Also, it's slow speed. It looks like our opponent's playing Unleash Energy, actually. Potentially. So, fuck it. Here it is. Show us a right. Yeah! Or die. Those are your options. All right, got him. That's what I mean about how good that deck is. Like, it's so good. This is, yeah, we won. And yeah, it's a bad matchup for them. But, like, one right and they had it. That deck is very, very, very good. Okay, well, that's it for me for today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another video and for the rest of the month. Take care. Remember, always keep a winning mindset. Oh, and check out MajiinBae.com.